in Vermaak met Marianah Lourens. Yes, art and entertainment with Marianah Lourens. It is such a pleasure for me to be here today. We are sitting in the corner of the courtyard, so you'll hear flapping of birds' wings perhaps. You may hear an aeroplane going across if they do at this time, and some far away noises of a band or some noise of a band playing on the stage in the little theatre, because we're here at the Athenaeum, as I said, in the courtyard. Lovely and cool here. We found a cool corner because it's too noisy in there. But I am thrilled because I have an old friend with me. And I'm saying old friend. Okay, you also hear a door banging now and again. Where we had the squeaky gate on the other side always, here we have the doors banging. But he's my old friend, not because she's old, she's much younger than me, but because we've known each other a long. Because I think she might still have been in school when I first met her, when she was part of Harvest Youth.
Just finished.
Or just finished school.
And I went, the year after matric, I went to Harvest. So it would have been the year after matric. So I would have been 18, 19.
Okay.
So it's a long time ago.
It is a long time ago. You know how old you are.
I am. You're not going to ask me, are you?
No, not if you don't want to tell. Yeah. But you have adult children here.
I do.
Artists, and that's why we're here. Because I also have my old, very young friend, because we were actually even in the show together. Ashleigh Kleynhans, that was Jenn Kleynhans. Yes. And I think when I met you then, when you were your Harvest Youth, you were not Kleynhans.
No, I was O'Callaghan.
She was O'Callaghan. She was part of Harvest Youth, and her husband, Brett Kleynhans, of course, he was part of Harvest Church.
That's right, yes. Eventually we got married, and I became Kleynhans.
And she became Kleynhans. And of course, then time went past, and of course, they became an Ashleigh, and then a Sarah, and then a Jessie, and then
a little Jaden.
Jaden.
Not so little anymore. He's nearly 11. Can you believe it?
Isn't it wonderful how?
And just as musical as his sisters as well.
Isn't that amazing? They're musical. Their dad, of course, is musical. And unfortunately, I suppose he's working and all that.
Yeah,
so
he's at home with the Chillis, which you'll hear about later.
You'll hear about the Chillis. I mentioned Ashleigh, and I have Sarah. Now, Sarah and I have not been in a show together. No. But since you're the youngest, Sarah, I'm going to ask you first the shows you've been in. Because I don't even know which shows you've been in.
Well, I did a few shows in school, but I haven't actually done many in PE. I did do Showtime in 2019.
Yes, you did. I remember.
That. Yeah, that was very nice.
And which shows were you in when you were at school?
Just the ones in schools, like they would do
like pantos or musicals.
Yeah.
Yes, and can you remember the names of them?
No.
Oh my word, and she's still young. Ashleigh, you've been in musicals, and you were in Showtime.
Yes, I was.
Yes, so that was fun.
Yeah, it was really enjoyable. I really liked it.
Yes, I think you did, because I think Showtime is very special.
Yeah, there's a lot of dancing and singing.
And it's all the awards, of course.
Yes.
For the year. And we have such an amazing city. We have so much talent, hidden talent, lots of our talent going. We now have a guy, it's the anthem for the Queen, that's happening in April for her birthday. He composed it and he's singing it. His name is Anton van der Merwe, and he spent time in the UK, and he's doing it now. It's being released now. And it's just wonderful. Yes, it's amazing. Now, to you, Ashleigh, because which pantomime were we in together?
We were in Cinders together.
I thought it was Cinders, actually.
A funny version of Cinderella.
Yes, it was Cinders, and it was, of course, the usual the pantomime, the PMATS pantomime, and it was so much fun.
Yes, I was the pigeon. No, my pigeon outfit.
And, of course, in the chorus. I mean, we all had to be in the chorus, and it was just, I can't even remember what I did in Cinders.
I actually think you were the mummy pigeon and I was the baby pigeon.
Something like that, yes. Because in every panto, of course, you're different. You're a different character. And Jenn, now you are here because of the Chilli Festival. And the Chilli Festival is going to happen, and Ashleigh is going to be the artist performing there.
Yes, she is. I'm very proud that my daughter is going to be the live singer for those 4 to 5 hours at the Chilli Festival, and also Chilli eating competition for those who are very brave.
Because that's what I'm interested in, the chili eating. Now, to me, that sounds like a nightmare.
It is.
Some brave people think it's enjoyable. So basically for the chili eating competition, there are going to be 10 rounds, starting with the mild jalapeno. Some already think of jalapeno as hot. But
I was just going to say to you, is a jalapeno mild? Is there a mild jalapeno?
To the entrances, yes, I think so. So they started with that, and the first 5 will be things you've probably heard of, bird's eye, habanero, things like that. And then the last 5 is where the challenge comes in, where we will see people dropping out, where we start with the super hots, ghosts and scorpions, and the final one will be the Carolina Reaper, which is hottest chili.
What?
The Reaper. Does the name itself just speaks?
A Reaper? Or just Reaper?
Reaper. Carolina Reaper.
Carolina Reaper.
Yes.
Okay, is that the name of a very hot chili?
It's the hottest chili in the world at the moment. And for those who actually manage it, like last year, there were a couple, 2 or 3, I think. There is a speed round. So you get a few really, really hot ones, super hot ones, and basically you have to eat all 3 within a time limit, and you've got to show that your mouth's empty, and the first one finished is the winner.
So you have to actually chew and quickly swallow, and then you're the winner.
Yeah.
And it's got to be very hot. You need an iron mouth or something.
So between each round, there's about 2 minutes as well, so that the heat can really hit you. Because like some chilies, especially a ghost, maybe the heat doesn't hit you straight away. It comes a few seconds, a minute later. So we really need to test them if they want to enter. There's great prizes to be won, and they need to do it.
Okay, so
it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Now, there's a 100 Rand entry fee, which I'm sure you've already had people come and pay. They're so eager to burn their mouths.
Yes,
they're not getting my 100 Rand, that's for sure.
As of today, I think we have 8 entrances.
Already?
Yes. So
8?
We have, and let me just say, 3 of them are women.
Wow.
So that's good. Maybe we'll have a lady winner this year.
Okay.
But along with the chili the chili competition, we're actually having a festival market. We've already got plenty of really exciting stalls, lots of food stalls, so people can come hungry, because it is in the afternoon. It's 12 to 5 p.m. Lots of great food, chili vendors.
And drinks, cool.
Yes.
Things to drink, cool things to buy.
Definitely. And also it's a family event, because we have a bouncy castle, we have a bull ride, trains, a sand art table. So there is definitely things for the whole family to do and
ages.
to enjoy. Yes.
It's okay for grannies to come, so I can go and I can
from
go
0 to 200 years old.
And of course I know your granny as well, and I'll see her there.
Perhaps we can get her. I don't think she'll be entering the...
Yes. No, I don't think she'll be... And the both of us won't be entering. No. They've got to be over 18 now, the contestants. Yes. But you see, there's only 12 spaces for contestants, but you've already got 8. So you better hurry.
Yes.
Because you've got a few days left.
Yeah, and they can enter if they go onto Bay Chilli's Facebook page. There's a direct link to my phone, and they can enter there. And the date of the event is the 12th of March, and the venue is the Lant Park Sports Club, which is in Fernglen and Ralston Avenue. It's a great venue, so there's lots of things going on. There's going to be a rugby match on the next field as well, so it's really going to be an enjoyable afternoon.
Yeah, so you actually go along Stella Lant Drive. Is it?
Yes, you can access it from Cape Road.
From Cape Road.
Or from Sunrise side, yeah.
Yes. And it's going to be very hot stuff, but it's going to be a cool event.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so just be there. What must I do to contact you?
So if you go on my Facebook page, which is Bay Chilli's Port Elizabeth, there's a button, a WhatsApp button, and it's right on the top of the page. They can just click the WhatsApp button, and it'll come directly to me, and I can give them all the information they want for the competition if they're brave, or just on the time and the address.
Bay Chilli's. They just go on Bay Chilli's on Facebook.
Yes, Bay Chilli's Port Elizabeth, and they'll find us.
And they find
us. They can also go on the Lant Park Sports Club page.
Okay.
The information will also be on there. They are our hosts.
Okay.
And they're really been great, and also looking forward to the event.
Yes, and I can't even imagine. But let's get back to the acting, singing part, because you're not going to act, you're going to be singing. Because now, look, you've been around. You went to the UK.
Yes,
So tell us
I did.
about that adventure, please, Ashleigh.
So when I was, I think it was in 2015, we went to England as a family and we got involved in a church that did a lot of songwriting and recording. And then we all came back to South Africa because we missed our family
South
a
Africa.
lot.
South Africa. You came back to South Africa. Uh-huh.
And then in 2018, I went there on my own for a worship internship, and I got involved with like all different areas of the church. So children ministry, youth ministry, helping with the coffee in the morning, and then obviously within the worship team and the music team as well. And we got involved with a lot of, like I said, music recording. It was a really great season of mine. I'm really happy to be here back in South Africa now, new season.
And where are you going?
So
What's on the cards?
Yeah, I'm currently working at Bay City Church. So I mostly do graphic design. I'm involved
So
in the
you're
music
doing
team.
graphic design as well?
Yes.
Well, that's a form of art.
Yeah. So I like to get my hands into anything artistic. I've been, experimenting with different arty things. My one thing at the moment is macrame, which is super fun.
You're doing it?
Yeah, it's very tricky, but it's lots of fun.
Because you can do almost anything with it.
Yes, you can.
I've seen so many things that people have made from macrame. What do you call macrame?
Macrame.
Okay, oh no, I say macrame. So it's all, it depends.
Different.
Yes. Depends where you heard it first, and that sticks with you. So you're going to be singing for, your mom says, 5 hours or something.
So I'm really excited for that.
I hope they give you they give the chili eaters a break in between. But in the break, you don't want to eat chilies.
No, definitely not. Otherwise, we might have some emotional crying songs.
Some
which
hot
we
songs.
don't want.
Some really hot songs.
Yeah.
I saw something about discovering Ash, and of course I've got here artists, and I've put a heart around it because I know behind every artist and talented girl, and that includes Sarah. I'm so used to saying now Sarah because we did a Sarah Bartman thing. Sarah and Ashleigh, and of course Jaden, behind all talented children stands an amazing mom.
Very amazing.
Yes. Also, she homeschooled you all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most of
Not
us.
everybody.
Mainly me. Girl at high school.
Yeah, but you did go, but most of it was
Yes, so Ashleigh
homeschooling.
homeschooled high school.
Yes.
And then also part of her high school was in the UK in a British school. Sarah her whole high school was homeschooled.
Yep.
You only went to do your musicals and your performing outside,
Yeah.
obviously, because you
I was homeschooled, which is
because you were homeschooled.
It was
Yes.
nice to get out there. and
So
do
you
something
joined
else.
whatever school was doing whatever.
Well, when I was in primary school,
Yes.
I was in a public school.
Okay, so you did go to
Yes.
primary school.
Yeah. But then I homeschooled when I was in high school.
And Jessie?
And then Jessie, she is also a very talented singer. She's got a different style to these two.
We'll have to have
a word.
her.
You've got to hear her. She's really good.
She has
And
an album out
She actually does.
She does.
on Spotify and Apple Music.
Okay, Jessie, we are skinnering about her.
She's great.
So Jessie is on what? What is she on? Say?
She's on a lot of music platforms.
Who you
I
say?
know
I don't
Apple
know.
Music, Spotify, SoundCloud.
And under what? Jessie?
Jessie Elizabeth.
Jessie Kleynhans.
Oh, no, okay. Jessie Elizabeth.
Okay, Jessie Elizabeth. And that's their sister. And I want to tell you, they've all got red hair, like their mom. Jessie's hair is a little bit less red.
Well, currently it's dark, but it's naturally a bit of a strawberry blonde.
Yes.
So she's
I
in grade
remember.
11 at the moment, and she's at DF and loving it there. And Jaden he's a little drummer. So he's at Lorraine in grade 5, and he's a drummer and he loves it.
Oh, wonderful. Because I've had such drummers on my show.
Oh, really?
Amazing. Derek, he's got D drums.
That's right, yes.
Yes, and of course Christo Zondag. We know Christo Zondag. He also plays some boxing. Christo, we're also skittering about you now. So what is on the cards for you, Sarah?
Well, I'm still figuring that out because obviously I just finished high school, matric last year.
Okay, you did matric last year?
Yes, and I finished and I passed, thankfully.
She did very well. She
Well
did
done.
fast.
Yeah, so this year I think I'm just taking the year to discover like more of what God wants for me. and what he wants for next year. I'm just going to learn a whole bunch of new things, hopefully go in shadow and look at what more of my interests are.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what is your passion is music?
I would say my
something
passion
else?
right now is definitely teaching and ministering in the church. I'm very involved in our church's youth ministry, and I love teaching and I love just sharing the gospel. So I'm finding a way that wherever I go next year, whether it be in some sort of very professional business career, if I do that, I still want to be able to incorporate what God wants me to do with ministry and teaching.
Yes, and I think it's very important, of course, because we know that God speaks through the arts.
Yes, definitely.
And your hearts are for art, I know that, and your mom stands behind you 100% if you want to perform. And I think we have such a message, because time is getting short and we have to actually warn people to choose Jesus.
Yeah.
And if they don't, I'm not going to be a judge, but I want to be with you all. Yes, so we're going to be there. So you working at the moment, Ash?
Yeah, I'm working at the church. But yeah, I think our heart, when it comes to music, our main thing about music is, to bring Jesus through that, bring Jesus to people through the music. It's not from our own reasoning that we have the gifts we do have. It's only from
the medium.
God's grace. Yeah.
Yes. But do you also have some songs?
I don't have songs. I recorded some songs with the church called Southfield.
Okay, because
England.
that's what I remember.
Yes.
Because I remember listening to some of your songs, but that was 5-6 years ago. How long ago was that?
I think the first one was.
Or was it more recent? Maybe
Actually,
it was
as far along.
Yeah,
as
wow.
2016.
I remember.
Time goes so fast.
So listen, I want to wish you everything of the best for both of you, Sarah, and for you, Ashleigh. And please tell Jessie she must keep going, because we're going to look on Spotify and everything for Jessie Elizabeth. So thank you for coming, and please won't you just repeat again, how did I get hold of you for this chilly hot thing that's happening now?
So if you are interested in knowing more about the Chilli Festival, you can get hold of me on the Facebook page that's called Bay Chillies Port Elizabeth. And on there you can directly WhatsApp me, or you can just look at all the interesting and fun vendors we've got for that day. We make a range of chili sauces, relishes, hot chili fudge, borscht that's full of chilies. So if you're looking for anything like that, you can get us on Bay Chillies and
Bay
you can
Chillies.
top up
So
on your
Bay
sauces.
Chillies, and it's Saturday, it's on the doorstep, and we're going to be there. So
It's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah, Bay Chilli on Facebook if you want to come and get your mouth burnt. So thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure.
Oh, thank you very much for having us.
And I'm really looking forward. I'll be there on Saturday, and we're going to have fun. But we're going to have fun in the future. And tell Ashleigh that definitely we're going to have a chat about her.
Jessie.
Jessie. Who did I say?
There's so
now?
many of us.
What did I say?
You said Ashleigh.
I said Ashleigh, and I'm looking at Ashleigh. Thank you so much. And give my love to your dad, to Bree, and to little Jaden. Give him a hug for me. I haven't seen him for so long. I'm sure he won't even recognize. COVID is a terrible thing. It just made us not see each other. But yeah, thank you for coming. My techie is wandering around and desperately wanting us to just wind up. So I'm going to have to say goodbye now. So thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having us. It was
Be blessed as you go, and it's time for me, Marianah Lourens, at Art and Entertainment to say goodbye. Ja, Marianah Lourens en Kuns en Vermaak wat nou groet met Arrivari.